Good morning, Academy 55 premium members and everybody else who's watching and recording. My name is David Carn. It is now 6 minutes to 8 on Friday, the 25th of October 2024. Looking at the EUR USD on the 1 minute time frame, using the Academy 55 indicators and strategy. We are at a juncture where we've had a long sell-off since 20 to 7 UK time this morning. It's been going down, and now the next one up is a reversal of a buy. But down here we can see imbalance that needs to be filled. We got a rather important support and resistance line, which is kind of respected. Are they going to? This is a sell zone up here. We have no buy zones till down here at the moment. Let's just double check to make sure a new one hasn't arrived. On the 5 minute time frame, is price going to go down to the purple line, bounce or break? Is it going to fill out this imbalance in one move? I can't see any signs of imbalance on the 5 minute that it wants to sort of mitigate right away. So at the moment, the feeling is it'll probably want to take out this imbalance and at least reach there on the 5 minute time frame. But we could be wrong. At 8 o'clock, there is red flag news for the Spanish, and although it's the Spanish, which is not the main contributor financially for the euro, it may be enough to move the candle a few pips either way, depending on the severity of the news, of course, which, because we're only trading on the 1 minute time frame, that could be enough to upset the apple cart a little bit. It may or may not. It might come to nothing. But that's at 8 o'clock, and that's 4 minutes away. So we're bearing that in mind. That may be why you're seeing this little bit of sideways movement here, waiting for that little bit of news at 8 o'clock. But I don't anticipate it's going to come to much. But it could be just enough if we were in a trade. It may be enough to take out a stop loss or hit or take profit accordingly. But it's inconsequential, I think. But at the time, we've had a long sell-off, so the next one up we can take is a buy, and this is the scenario for that buy, keeping 2 pips away, 2.1 actually from there. That's where the stop loss will be. Price has got to get up to there. Given this a 2 pip clearance, everything's got to be green, of course. Green wave, green trend, green volume ribbon, and of course that all important buy alert. So we're just tracking it and following it down on this course. Like I say, I wouldn't be surprised if it just fully takes out this imbalance. But, price will do what it's going to do. And if we do take a trade there, when price gets to there, I would definitely put my stop loss to my entry to protect my equity, fear of a bounce or a break. But going back on the 5 minute again, purple line is price is above the purple line, so we're on a buy bias on the long term. Going down to the 1 minute, now we've broken that buy bias by going underneath the purple line. So is this the new direction for London starting, or are they just fooling us out and then carrying on that buy bias, just having a bit of a rest, so to speak, with the price? We don't know. As long as we're happy getting our 2% in and out in a timely manner, that's all we're concerned about, really. And then we're done for today. But you can't help wonder about all these different scenarios that could be going on. Because the more you feel that you know, or you or scenarios in your own head, why price is doing what it's doing, the more confident you feel and the less surprised you feel when price actually does what you think it might be doing. But like I said, it's a bit of a conundrum because price will do no matter what you want it to do. If you wanted to go up there, it doesn't owe you nothing. The market doesn't owe you nothing. But what we can see on the short term, we can see imbalances here on the minute, which is good. But they're only monetary balances that can be filled with one big move from a red flag news, maybe later on, even in New York time. And it has happened before. But in these nervy times, with the wars breaking out all over the world, and also the election time, makes the market more nervous than normal. And so therefore the bigger moves will not be apparent from investors anyway, because of the uncertainty in longer term investments now, because you don't want to be investing millions of pounds if it's going to be like a war, and then all hell breaks loose, and what happens to your investment? So short-term moves are more the thing nowadays. The longer-term moves are much fewer and further between. That's why, in a way, that's the benefit of trading only on the minute time frame. We are just concerned with mini investments, really. Six pips to get to take profit, but that 6 pips represents £60 million. Other people would have needed to invest to move that 6 pips. I mean, locally that seems a hell of a lot of money, but globally, is it? I don't know. Right. Well, that 8 o'clock thing didn't come to much because that's the 8 o'clock candle now. So that red flag news for the Spanish was hardly anything. Moved what 15 pip. But that's a $10 million investment. Fair enough. And now we want to, oh, right. So go back to the MT4, keeping 2 pips away from the entry. Are we having a bit of a revival now? Possibly. One trade on and done. Nice to see so many people on this morning. Hope you have a good day ahead. Right, so got to wait. Well, the volume is just turning green. The trend line is at 3 o'clock. The wave is just turned green. We've got a buy alert. Ideally, I would like to be underneath that little bit of imbalance, but see what happens. It's just coming out to fill that imbalance there. Right, I'm in the trade. I want to take my stop loss, green trend line, green volume ribbon, green wave. Take my stop loss. Ideally, I'd want the stop loss to be down there, but that's breaking the rules. So I'm sticking to my 1%. And like I said before, if price gets to there, I'm putting my stop loss to my entry. But yeah, I don't really like those moves with large imbalances. Is it going to come down and take us out straight away? If it does, it does. I've lost 1%. I'm going to come back later on, maybe later on during the day. Actually, I've got to take mother-in-law out today, looking for fires. She wants a new fire for her house, so we're doing a bit of shopping a little later on. So I might not be taking another trade, possibly not. So hopefully this one will work. Green trend, green volume ribbon, green wave. Tiny bit of imbalance here, which I'm obviously concerned about, but depends what they want to do first. Are they on a meaningful charge to at least go to the purple line, or are they going to take me out for 1%? Doesn't matter, whatever I'm in now. So if we lose, it's going to be a short visit today. Because I'm very close to my target also for my monthly target. I'm at 8% at the moment. So if I lose this 1%, I'm going to be waiting for the zones price to get into a zone before I take another trade. And as you can, I've showed you earlier on, we're quite a way away from the zones. So I won't be trading in this session without price being into a zone, and we're quite a way away, so it may not happen. So if I get taken out for 1%, personally for me, that is it. Until later on, maybe today, if I get back in time, I'll trade. If not, I'll wait till possibly Tuesday to reach my target of 10% for the month. Because I'm at, like I said, I'm 8% now. If this one works, if I get this now, I will have achieved my target for the month. Again, doing this now in this format since February, and only 1 month, I think we just about broke even, something like that. The other months I have achieved my target, so I'm really stoked with this sort of Academy 55 strategy and stuff. Way things are going. The zones have proved really, really popular, and really, I'm inspired again by the zones that we started back in July, I think it was. Gives you that extra confirmation, which I'm really pleased about. But so this is where we are at the minute. I think I might be taking out here because of this imbalance that I'm seeing here. We might have a scenario where I'm just taking out and then they carry on up. It's happened many times before, unfortunately, but at the end of the day, I follow the rules. It's 1%, no big deal. And if I get time later on today, but I need the extra confirmation of a price going into the zones on the 5 minute. But we are where we are. I'm going to spoil my day because I'm going shopping. And as you know, all men love shopping. Not. Right. So, like I say, at this juncture, I would switch it off, go and make a cup of tea. Gonna have a quick look at the 5 minute time frame. Parallel has flipped on the 5 minutes, which is good. Longer term buy perhaps ensuing, but on the 5 minute, price has to reach to there. Will it bounce or break off our own trend line, which is done before? So it could get up to here, these areas here, and then decide to come back down again. Maybe if there's enough volume and enough investment for a buy, then obviously we're going to carry on. But if there's not, we won't. It's as simple as that, really. Trading can be as simple or as difficult as you want to make it, depending on your own logic and what goes on inside your own head. That's why they say trading is 90% what goes on in your own head. Well, this is where we're at. Go away and make that cup of tea. Nothing to see here. You're not going to change anything. Just your own anxieties if you suffer from anxieties. If you feel you need to trade because of your circumstance, maybe this is not for you. Because if you feel you need to trade, you look at the charts differently and possibly, well, almost definitely take more risks and trade a lot more than you need to. Keep reiterating 1, 2 trades a day. If you win your first one, 2%, you no need to come back to the table again. You've made your money for the day, reset, have a bit of time off. See, some investor might come in now and, oh, yeah, let's sell it. And then all of a sudden, there could be we're still open to a large, well, I say large, in reality, it's 2.2 pips, which is £20 million. All of a sudden, come down and take us out for 1%, which has happened, which has happened. These are indecision candles now. Have they reached a point here where they are thinking of, have we got enough volume to break through? Oh yeah, they have, because it just did. Perhaps I should say that again. Perhaps they are listening to me. You know, like Facebook listens to you, and all of a sudden you're talking about radiators, for example. You'll see some adverts about radiators on your Facebook profile. Maybe this might be the same thing. No, it's not the same thing. Sorry. If anybody doesn't understand my sense of humor, I need to apologize for that. Right, the markets are not listening to what you say. Usually I find anything with a 20 in the end, sometimes that is respected, and also 80. If you find a number with 80 at the end, that can be respected as well. So I'm eager to see this go over there, reach the purple line above that. So that would be good if it ever does. And like I said, once I get to the purple line, I'll be putting my stop loss to my entry if we get that far. Looking at the house bounce or break, which we've seen many times. So I'm running risk-free then. Like for example, now it's got to the purple line. So now I have a risk-free scenario, but these are indecision candles. We've reached the purple line now. So if it does turn around, we've got imbalance up here, which is above the take profit, which is good. But I'm running a risk-free scenario now, so if it was to turn around now and wipe me out, I'd be a bit disappointed, but you know, I'd live to fight another day. No problems at all. It's broken that 20 line, which is good. In actual fact, I'm thinking about taking the trade out now for a, or shall I wait? In actual fact, I think I might. This is the frustrating bit. No, I'm going to wait for it to hit the take profit because I want that 2% for my target. In actual fact, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to raise my stop loss to my underneath the purple. Oh, before I even had a chance to do that, I've got my 2%. So let's go over to my journal. As you can see, I was on 8%. So now I encourage everybody to get their journal. Please go and get a journal. As you can see, I've already got this marked up. So what we do now is we go copy link. There we go. That's a copy, paste. I was on the EUR USD, 8 to 9 in the morning. I didn't trade yesterday, so it's Friday. So you double click that. The calendar comes up 25th. There we go. It was a buy. It won 2%. drag that down. And there we go, 10% achieved. Achieved my target for today and the month. So that is quite pleasing. I'm going to put in all the details to ftmo and have a bit of a with some money taken out of my account. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to throw open the chat. If anybody's got anything to say about what they just seen, I'm going to give it another couple of minutes. If not, I'm going to get myself ready to do some lovely shopping with mother-in-law and wife. But pleased in the knowledge that I've achieved my target. So, oh, sorry, I didn't show you that, did I? I did it. So what I did was I pasted the link in there. EUR USD 8 to 9, 2%. So as you can see, my target has been achieved. So I've got 2 messages. Anne says, congratulations, David. Happy shopping. Oh, I'm always happy when I'm shopping, Anne. Not. Ian, that was a perfect trade, David. Legend. Well, thank you very much, Ian van der Hyde. And Ian Orford says, have a great shopping trip, David. Thank you, Ian. Buy the missus a treat. Or a chocolate. Raj says, well done. Can you show the imbalances slowly for us? Yeah, certainly. Right. Okay. So let's get off this again. The imbalances, always take the imbalances on the higher time frames because they're more meaningful than imbalances on the shorter time frames. So for this imbalance here, basically, if I put it back on the, what was it, the 4 hourly? I'll get rid of the our indicator just to clean things up a bit. Here is get rid of that now. I don't, hang on, sorry. Remove that line. Remove that line as well. Right, so this, no selling power on this side, no selling power on this side. So that is indeed in balance. It was filled slightly by that, what we saw just now, by that wick. That was all the sell basically, the sell that we saw at 20 to 7, because we're on the 4 hourly now. That's all that was. So that bit of imbalance has been mitigated, but we got imbalance there. So that really should come down to there now. And even, and also there's no point in building out all imbalances if you don't need them, because I don't need them now because I've been I've done my trade for today. So this bit here is indeed in balance. Because there's no selling there, no selling there. I've left that little bit because of that wick there. So there's been selling power in that wick. But this indeed is in balance. I haven't got that quite right. There we go. This bit indeed is in balance from there, because there's no selling on that side and there's no selling on that side. This is on the 4 hourly time frame, don't forget. So that's your imbalance. On the 5 minute, let's have a look on the 5 minute. Actually, price is coming up to the sell zone now. So if you haven't made a trade yet, if you have done your 2%, please walk away. But if you're waiting for confirmation, wait for price to get in here. Now, then you'll be taking the next sell. But because, where's this? There we go. There's a little bit of imbalance there and a little bit of imbalance there on the 5-minute time frame. So it's all about timings. Like, what do they want to do? Do they want to take out that imbalance? And is your take profit before that or after that? We don't know. So anyway, yeah. So just leave you with this. Actually, all the recordings of all the trades are in the back office. Please, I do encourage you to get my journal, make it your own, keep your own journal. There we go. You didn't see me do that, but I basically took a screenshot from TradingView, put it in there. But there we go. There's the trade. Oh, there we go. That's the trade we took today on the EURUSD, 8 to 9 in the morning, Friday. Buy, it won 2%, and that gets me my percentage profit for the month, which I'm very, very pleased about. So with that being said, guys, I'll see you all next week. Have yourself a great week. Hang on, one more thing in the chat. Ian Orford said, absolutely essential thing to do, David, is keeping a journal. Thank Ian Orford basically backed me up by saying that, because you can put down how you're feeling about the trade in the comments there, and that's important as well. I know Ian Orford is into that as well. Yeah, you've got to track what you're doing, especially when you have a live account. Treat it like a real job, proper thing. So you've got to do all these things, and it'll benefit you big time in the long term. So please take this journal from the back office, make it your own, and you can do all this good stuff as well. That I've written things in comments. Took the money out on the EMA 462 line, the purple line, but would have won 2%. So obviously I was a bit more. Let's have a look. You can follow it along. Click on that, and then we lost the first trade. That was why I was a bit nervy. Took it out. I took trade out there because I didn't want to risk it bouncing or breaking. That's why I took the money out. But as you can see, it did go on to get 2% anyway. But I wrote at the time how I felt and why I did what I did. So I can go back and have a look and just keep an eye on my progress and stuff like that. And it really is really beneficial. So please start a journal if you haven't already done so. With that being said, have a great day, have a great weekend, come back stronger again next week, and see you guys soon. Bye for now.